Hey y'all, I wanted to share with y'all some basic kitchen tools that I believe that you should be able to recognize and use. And let's start with something very, very simple. This is a biscuit cutter. They generally come like this in 4 to 5 to a set, where you can use them to cut out biscuits, you can use them to cut out cookies, but that's a biscuit cutter. And all you would do is take the biscuit cutter and press into your dough and then lift it up, and your biscuit will be cut out the size of this container. In addition to that, you can use it for cookies. But what did they do back when Mom and them were making biscuits and they didn't have these new technology thing gaskets? They used a glass jar. They use a glass jar. Now, regardless of which one you're using, you want to dip that in a little flour so that when you're pressing it into the dough, that the dough doesn't get stuck on the glass or stuck on the cutter. You want to just put it in a little flour and then press it into your biscuit or whatever. But what they also used was the top of a mason jar. And here's a mason jar right here. That's what they use. So what I wanted to come on here today and do is show you what's being used today for a couple of reasons, so that you can recognize a biscuit cutter when you go into a store or when you see them online. You know what that is, and you can determine whether or not, number one, you have it, you know how to use it, or if you can afford it. They're not expensive, but I don't want you to not make biscuits because you don't have a biscuit cutter. So if you don't have a biscuit cutter and you can't afford it, even though they're inexpensive, you can't afford it. You can always use a glass, because pretty much mostly everybody got some sort of drinking glass in their house. You can use a glass, and if you got a mason jar, you can use the mason jar top or the mason jar glass, either one. But I wanted you to recognize the technology that we're using now in cooking and know that yes, I need one of these, and yes, if I don't have these, I can still get the job done. This is Val Taylor. I'll see y'all in the next video. Y'all go out and make a great day. Bye now.